What's up? Welcome back to More Money More. We're back with Holiday. Although I haven't actually been missing for too long from this channel. I think it's only been like, I'll tell you exactly how long it's been. 9 days since we last uploaded on this channel. But it's been a while since we were on the main channel, but don't worry. I actually go to Italy tomorrow, well, in a few hours time, because I'll let you into a little secret. This isn't the video I'd planned to make right now. I've currently been having a fight and accepted defeat with a different video. That's enough waffle. I'll be seeing you back on the main channel probably this time next week. Anyway, back to today. We're going to watch together my least viewed video, which I actually don't know what it is. Well, that's not really a vlog. That's not really a vlog. This that's the pre-vlog vlog. In fact, we'll go through them. We're not in a rush hour. Oh no, this has copyright music. Oh, can't watch that. You're gonna have to go and watch that one yourself. Can't risk getting demonetized. I made all of £33 out of the last video. That one, this one also isn't really a vlog. I have no words. BB57 BTS Super Enduro Round 1 Poland. 5 years ago. So that makes it 2020. So it was 2021 season. I vaguely remember this. Jack Price and John came to Krakow 5 years ago. No description. We obviously didn't do descriptions back in 2020. Anyway. Wow. How young does he look? This isn't that old. I've got a mustache. Got new shoes. I remember this track. Well, clearly you didn't put much effort into vlogs back then. Oh, clutch move. Oh, Taddy comes back up the inside. When I said I remember this track, I was lying a little bit. I don't actually remember it, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like there's a battle brewing here. Oh! Oh! Dog takes the dub. I'd like to tell you the motor skills, but I've got no idea. Stanley was happy. Look, actually, 2020. This was a year after I broke my leg. Obviously, I broke my leg in December 2018. The 4 days before the first round of the championship 2018. So this was first race back. First Super Enduro back a year after. Yeah, breaking my leg and having my foot not work for a year, so that's actually why the emotions were high. Bless him. That was really cute. I don't don't know why we keep having disappearing sound. Stanley obviously put his money on me. Good lad.
Cheers, boys.
Punch, punch, punch. 13 comments. Let's have a look through. Keep spirit, Billy Bolt. Nice. Waiting for Risa. Sick editing. Yes, bro. Beer well deserved. Congrats, well done. Billy, you next at Cow. Madman. More videos. It was actually the 12th upload on the channel, to be fair. There is more further back if you do dare to go back. Good times, good times. Shall we watch one more from back in the day? Well, episode 1, Keck Super Enduro track build. That was when the journey really started, when I became a vlogger. Not many of these other ones are actual vlogs. In fact, none of them are, other than this one from Western Beach Race, which I don't want to watch now, because that might be more useful for later in the year. Okay, let's watch the episode 1 track build. We're 5 days late starting to vlog, aren't we? The beginnings of the sickest Super Enduro track that ever will be. It actually was such a sick track. It's just a pile of weeds now, like, but thought we'd make our own track and have our own. God, nervous I am. Stood like this. Don't talk to me. I'm scared. Freak. Obviously, I'm the only rider, so I'm guaranteed to win. And just make a cool video and do mad shit. Not this afternoon, anyway. Go shred Bill was back then. Lockdown. Out this afternoon. A little bit of consumer advice for anyone that's building a Super Enduro track. 3 tyres is not wide enough for a tyre jump. I know it looks quite true. Wide now. I remember that. It feels so narrow. I don't know when my body looked like that, but wow. A sick video. Well, I'm bored of that. If you were enjoying it, you can go and find it yourself. One thing I actually did want to do is, on the question and answer video, there was a load of questions got added to the answers. If that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. Got one for you. If you could do your own colour theme on Husqvarna, what would it look like? If it was up to me, I would change it regularly, like every couple of races. But I also am a fan of white. I think white bikes look nice. We need signature goggles. I know, I'm trying. Trust us. Would you ever do the French beach race? Yes, definitely. Big fan of beach races. If you do another question answer, how come no one rides the 450 on Super Enduro? Have you thought about it yourself? Yes, I have thought about it actually. I don't really know why no one rides it. But to be honest, there's not many situations where you would need more power. And obviously a 450 just does feel quite a bit heavier, and it is probably going to be easier to stall. However, I think with a bit of tweaking and a bit of tuning, I think you could make a 450 good enough, or like usable. Might even be worth me looking at, because I'm so fat and shit at the starts. This was great. Would love if you did an endeavour and sponsorship relationship at some point. Always been curious of what it looks like for pro athletes. Also, if you've spilled the beans on what happens with... Not finish that one. Next time we do a podcast, we actually tested a remote podcast today, by the way, so if that never sees the light of day, it obviously Ed wasn't satisfied with it. We're going to the UK next week, so we're probably going to do a podcast of 3-way, and I was going to bring that up as a talking point topic. Could we have merch saying having a Billy Boat moment? I can't remember what race it was. You were hunched over, bars gassed out on a steep rock. It's happened in a few races. I'll choose to try and forget about it. Watching your video, my comment. Ask Red Bull some of those pink caps you got. Don't think so. I want to see you playing MX vs ATV Legends or FC25 on your PS5. Yeah, I was actually thinking, like, eventually once this desk gets tidy and organised, may do a bit of streaming. Might as well, because it's easy. Like, it's actually easier to do that than it is to make these videos. So what game. If we want us to do streaming, what game should I play? I'm pretty shit on all PlayStation games, to be honest. I enjoy playing them all, but I'm not claiming to be good at any of them. Can we get a video breaking down plans for the rest of the year? Head up to Virtual Valleys in May, and now the championship's done. Right now, no. Hopefully, I'll be sat in this seat within the next 2 weeks telling you some news. Best bike upgrade you thought was more noticeable? Good question. I've missed a question. If it would be great if you could do a video on this YouTube channel with the gift you've seen from your fans. Yeah, that's actually a good one, because I have some nice gifts, a lot of them. Some of them are in Italy, but at some point, yeah, good idea. I'm not gonna. Robert, I think you called Robert1142. Good video idea. Best bike upgrade. Good question. Depends what riding / racing you do. Because if it's hard enduro, well, really does depend on A, what bike you've got, and B, what racing you do. But I would say probably tyres. For hard enduro, tyres / mousses. For most other stuff, I'd say suspension. But then it's also, I need more information. I need more information about you, your setup, and what you do, because like you may only be 4 foot tall, and if that's the case, a lower subframe or a lower seat would probably be more useful. You may be 8 feet tall, and then you could probably do with a higher seat more than you could do with having a softer rear tyre. But need more info. What is the one race you haven't won that you want to win more than Erzberg? Do you enjoy it more or less when you have really good competition? I do enjoy it when I get stuck in and there's a good race going on and it's a big battle, but at the same time it's also nice to, have a race where you're in control of. But nice mix of both is good. Will you ever do South African enduro like Rough Africa? I actually did Rough Africa in 2016. Didn't do very good. Would like to go back and do it again at some point. Bill used to do trials now and again. If you do you still enjoy it? Ride like 2 or 3 times a year. Do actually enjoy it when I ride, like practicing and messing around with my mates on bikes. The handful of times I've done actual trials competitions since I've left, I haven't enjoyed it. It's just too much waiting around. Need a 2+1, so about money, sponsors, and ride. Tommy would be great. Yeah, he would be good because he's earned so much money. As I said earlier, we're going to talk about our next podcast. There's literally more questions now than there was in the video where I said comment questions down below. Madness. On the 2-stroke, you can adjust the power delivery for mud or snow mode. I didn't know they had a snow mode, but low down power, mid-range power, top end power. How do you like your set for hard enduro? Low, but you almost, yes. In fact, I was going to overcomplicate things. Strong from the bottom is better. Try and stay off the clutch. Use torque for traction. Bike setup, pre-race prep, daily prep for Wes 2025. Sounds like a question for Stan's channel. Will it be a battle of goats this year? I'm not sure. Probably not. Kex Olympics Part 2 coming soon. Yes, that is high on my agenda list. All I got from this Q&A is you can't be asked to answer that really good question, but would take too long. What the fuck is the point of making this video? I don't make the rules. Get checked by a doctor. May I seriously think you have a concussion from something? Get checked out. Don't think I do have a concussion. Actually been a while since I had a concussion. Touch wood. Right, that'll do. I think we've salvaged the video. Like I said, this has actually all been a fail, and this evening I'd planned to make another video, and I'm a bit sad that I failed, but I'm going to persevere. At some point we're going to get that video out. See you in a bit.